Hello everybody, I'm the Lazy Kiwi and welcome to another Create a Sim video. Today we'll be doing the Which Townie has the best genetics challenge. I haven't done one of these in a really long time, and if you've never seen one of these, what it is pretty much you have a base sim that you created, or in this case that I created, and 3 random townies that you chose. In my case I have Eliza, we have Manuel, and we have Danny. So we are going to be using the in-game genetics to make a baby between my sim and each and every one of these sims, these townies, to see who has the best genetics, which baby turned out the best. So I think without further ado, we might as well just jump straight into this with the first baby. We're gonna be taking our main sim and Eliza, and oh my, what the heck is this? Oh, okay, we're gonna turn it into an infant to be less likely to see what the baby's gonna look like, and I'm gonna do all of these as girls because that's just so much more fun for me, and I'm gonna be randomizing 3 times, meaning that this baby is the baby we will be working with. Let's just go ahead and age her up. We're gonna make her a young adult to see what we have to work with. Okay, you know, besides the eyes looking absolutely horrifying, let me just take that off. Okay, this really isn't too bad. I'm not gonna lie, I honestly expected worse. She has quite a few features from our main sim, but I can definitely see some of Eliza's features in here as well. So I think now that we have this, we are quickly going to give her a little makeover. The way I usually do this is by taking off everything that the sim has on and then doing the skin details, which as per usual, I'm just gonna skip over this and show you guys the end result. So this is what we have after the skin details, and usually when I do this, I highly base the baby off of sim B rather than sim A. So I'm always gonna base them more off of what the townie looks like, so style wise and everything. So I guess we'll be going for like maybe a bob and some casual clothing. And makeup wise, I think I'll also be keeping it very simple because Eliza doesn't really do a lot with her makeup. I definitely also think I'm gonna give her some glasses because that is just what makes the most sense to me, especially if we are basing her more off of Eliza's looks. I think that glasses would be perfect for her, and I think this one is perfect. She looks so cute, oh my goodness. Okay, for the hair, I definitely also want to do a shorter hair on her, and I am glad that she did actually get the red hair. This just makes it so much better for giving that Eliza look that I'm going for. And honestly, I kind of feel like doing this one. I know it's shorter than the one Eliza has, but I like it on her. I think it really suits her face. I think for her, we'll just do these really simple studded earrings. And now for the outfit, which again, this is gonna be really simple because Eliza isn't really a dressing up type of girly. And I know that I'm not remaking Eliza or anything, but I do want to follow the general style that she has, just keeping it pretty simple. Maybe for a bit of fun, I can do a jean shorts instead of a long jean. And then just to give her a few more style points, we're gonna do sneakers instead of just like little sandals. Or maybe even these like little boots. I think that is so cute. I think this is pretty cute. I think lastly, to add in a little bit more of her other mother's style, I'll give her maybe one singular tattoo. Yes, I think that is so cute. Now she has just this little flower on her arm, and I don't know, I feel like something is missing, but I do sometimes overdress my sims a little bit. So I guess I'll leave it at this to not overdo it because again, Eliza is a very simple woman. She just has simple clothing and she looks cute, and we do not have to overdo it for her daughter either. So this is what we have for the mix between our main sim and Eliza, and genuinely I think she turned out so cute. cute. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting a much bigger challenge for this one, but this turned out really nicely. Of course, let me know how you think I did on this one. We are going to move on to the next baby, which is going to be with Manuel. I think I'm saying his name right, but if I am wrong about his name, let me know. And just as the previous one, we're gonna do a female and an infant, and also just randomize 3 times. And I do have to say, since I upgraded a few PC parts, this goes so much faster, but this is the baby that we're working with. We are going to age them up into a young adult, and this is what we'll be working with. The eyes every single time is so scary. Once we take that off though, it's much better. She looks a lot like her dad. They have very much the same facial structure and stuff, which I do like for a challenge like this, because I do like getting more of the Townie's features for this. But as always, we are just gonna take off everything that she has on and now do the skin details. So I'll be back in a second. And this is what we have afterwards. I think this turned out really cute. And now we have to follow more or less the style that Manuel has. And I think he has a pretty romantic style. Like, he gives me such like flirty vibes. So for her, I'm definitely gonna go a bit heavier on the makeup. I definitely think a sexy red lip like this would be perfect for her. And then for the eyes, oh, I don't know. I kind of want to do something like this almost. Now I want something flirty, something maybe a bit dangerous. This can work well. Oh, I kind of like this one. I feel like it suits her face shape really well, and it's definitely the flirty vibe that I want for her. So I guess we'll go for this one. And then for the outfit, oh my goodness, what is he wearing? I don't know how we can really replicate this into female form, but I guess I'll try my best. It's gonna be like a nice dress pant like this one. And then for the top, again, we want her to look flirty and pretty. Honestly, I might go for something like this even, but obviously I don't think the pants is gonna work well for this one. Instead, I kind of think we can go for this bottom. I want her to kind of give like she's on a tropical vacation, living her best life. In my head, she lives in the same world as Manuel. She lives in the, I can't remember the pack's name. Oh my goodness, the romance pack that semi-recently came out. Yeah, I think she lives in that world, and so she is gonna have semi-tropical vibes to her. Now, it's not exactly the vibe that I initially was gonna go for with her, but honestly, I think it quite matches her very well. And I would give her a tattoo as well to match her like mom's vibes, but I just don't think this is gonna match with the rest of the aesthetic. So I think this is all that we're gonna do for her. She looks real pretty. I absolutely love how she turned out as well, and I definitely think it's giving similar vibes to what he has, just less formal, I would say. So I don't know, but of course, as always, let me know what you think. So again, we will be doing a female, we'll be doing an infant to be less able to see what the baby is actually gonna look like, and we're gonna randomize this baby 3 separate times, meaning this is the baby we'll be working with. How she has red hair and nobody knows, and we're gonna age her up into a young adult, meaning that this is the sim we'll be working with. Again, the eyes, oh my goodness, I cannot. There we go. I don't know where she got the red hair from. I kind of want her to have either brown or blonde hair, so I think I'm just gonna change that to brown so that we can match Danny's vibe a little bit more. And then, of course, we'll just take everything off and do the skin details. So this is what we have after the skin details. I think she looks really cool. And of course, we're gonna follow more or less the style that Danny has, and they don't really have too much going on for makeup, so I'm just gonna keep it semi-simple but not like too simple, because you can notice that they do have makeup on. And I think this is what we'll do for the makeup. It looks really cute. Hair wise, again, we're gonna keep it pretty short, I think, and then we're gonna do all of the cowboy vibes. In fact, I think I'm gonna look for a hat first first. Oh, or we can do this little vest. Oh, I think that's cute. I don't know what I really want to do for the hair. I can do just like a simple bob thing again, but I kind of want to let it give more cowboy vibes. I don't know. Maybe we can do something like this, just a simple braid. I definitely think this is a good in between because it looks short from the front, but meanwhile it's a nice little braid, which is definitely giving me like the cowboyish vibes. I don't know. And I think we'll do a little tie around the neck like this one. That is definitely giving similar ish vibes to what Danny has, something like this. I'm gonna look for the most cowboy-esque clothing that I can find, so like this pants is a really good start. Though if I do give her cowboy boots, you're not really gonna be able to see them, but it's okay. I think this still looks really cool, so we're gonna go for this. And then top-wise, oh, I don't know, I've not thought about this. I think I want to keep it pretty simple with this white top because it also matches the white top that she has. Obviously not exactly, but it's white, so I guess. And of course we are gonna be adding some tattoos to my girl because both of her parents have it, so I guess it just makes sense. And then of course, last but not least, we'll do a few accessories. And there we go. I think this is the finished result. I absolutely love how she turned out. So let's quickly go through them all. This is the sim we started with. She had a baby with Eliza, and said baby ended up looking like this, which again, I absolutely love how she turned out. Then our first sim had a baby with Manuel, and that baby turned out like this, who again, she is so pretty. And then Reina had a baby with Danny, who turned out like this. And honestly, I do think she is my favorite out of the bunch. I absolutely love how she turned out face-wise, style-wise, everything about her is so cute. But of course, let me know which of the 3 Townies you think has the best genetics. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy today's video, please do consider liking and subscribing to my channel, as it really does help me out. And I will of course see you all in another video. Goodbye everybody.